welcome to the first episode of Stormy Podcast. I'm your host, Brian, coming to you from the Stormy Studios with my co-host and analyst, Aura.
Hello, everyone.
So can you kind of introduce yourself to the viewers? We'll go how you got into the hobby, current keyboard, and what you're looking to purchase in the nearby future.
Alright, I'd say I am probably a novice, but Brian here would disagree with me. But I started, I believe, in January because of Brian. I think I made fun of him for bringing one of his mechanical keyboards to class this one time. And after that, he started just coming to my room because we dormed together and he was next door. And he just started shoving all these keyboards in my face. And honestly, they looked pretty good. And yeah, they looked pretty good and sounded really, really good. And I've always been interested in artisan keycaps. So I kind of just started just by looking at artisans, even though they're really pricey. And then after that, I started looking at key sets. I remember there was the Cat Lucky Jade group buy. And that one was probably my favorite to begin with. And then after that, I started going into switches and then actual keyboard cases. And our friend Brian here was there to push me and shove me down the rabbit hole every time I decided to stop. And I think my current build is a 1800 with Gateron Browns and DSA keycaps. But I'm trying to get an NK65 E white, and I just purchased the Kiwi switches, which I'm really excited for. And I also bought Botanical about 5 months ago. Holy shit, it's been 5 months already. And so that's my current beginning end game.
GMK Botanical.
Yes.
So I would say, like, the boards you have and are going for are still kind of like entry level, but I feel like you know a lot more than a beginner would.
Yeah.
Like, you've been looking into it a lot.
Yeah, I've been reading up a lot, and I've been following a lot of group buys and their comments. It's just that I never really bought anything. So I'm starting entry and starting kind of cheap, except for the Kiwi switches. I guess that's actually not entry edition.
I mean, you got GMK too.
Yeah.
That's not cheap.
That's not cheap. So I'd say this is why I say it's my beginner end game, because I did buy pretty non-entry stuff, but I don't have like extremely pricey cases or PCBs. I'm not too interested in PCBs or like the type of mounts in the case yet. That's something that if I really, really get into the hobby, I'd look into. But right now it's just whatever for me.
And I think your like plan for your NK is getting a white one and matching it with the Botanical. And I think that would look really, really nice.
Yes. I think the end game would have been to get Oil 87. They renamed it to something else. And it's still in IC phase, so it might not ever be a group buy. But I think it'd be a nice Greekish look, like ancient Greek look with white, and then you have a gold/yellow outline with dark green and white keycaps.
Okay, you can send me pictures later and I'll put it on the screen right now for the viewers to see.
Alright.
Before we move on, is there anything you want to shout out on the channel? I'm going to be putting my Instagram down here below, so you guys should follow me. Do you have anything you want to shout out?
Follow Brian.
Sounds good. So what I want to do with the Stormy podcast is kind of go over with you anything happening in the mechanical keyboard hobby, whether it is group buys or just like any drama, and just kind of react to them.
A lot of drama.
Yeah. And we'll be using the Mech Group Buys new website to go through all these stuff. And if you already haven't checked them out on Reddit or on this website, I recommend checking the site out. It's pretty useful, and this is kind of how me and Aura keep in track with everything. Okay, but before we begin, a word from our sponsor. JK, we don't have a sponsor. If you want to
I was
sponsor
gonna
us,
say.
please send me an email.
I was gonna say you have a sponsor.
So you mentioned earlier that you bought the Kiwi switches.
Yes.
Let's go over that first.
Kiwi Kuesdays. I did not like that name.
So Kiwi Kuesdays was it today? No, it was yesterday.
It was yesterday. Today's Wednesday.
We're filming August 26th, Wednesday. So it was yesterday. So a little bit about the Kiwi switches. They're from the Key Company, and they're the next fruit switches after their very successful tangerines. They're a 60-gram tactile T1 stem. They're lightly factory lubed. They got that green look, and they kind of been not too sure on advertising them as UHMWPE. They haven't really been transparent about that. They said it's the same as tangerine switches, but
Did they explain what the tangerine cases were made of?
Yeah, they said it was housing is UHMWPE.
I only assume that they don't want to specify because they don't want people copying their switches.
Yeah, that's what their explanation was too, but I don't think it's like that big of a deal, but it would have been nice to know. So it was yesterday, August 25th. There were 2 drop times, 3 p.m. and 9 p.m., both Eastern time. How would you say the drop was from your experience?
So my drop was pretty smooth, actually. So, like, it honestly didn't feel like there were a lot of people trying to buy the Kiwi switches, because I remember trying to get the NK65, the first version 2, the first time it dropped, and I couldn't load until about 2 to 3 minutes after, and then once I put it in my cart, I couldn't click the button until about a minute after, and then once I got through the transaction, it then said, "Oh, we sold out." And that entire process to get to the point where it said, "Oh, we sold out," took about 10 minutes. And so in comparison, for the Kiwi switches, I was done in 2 minutes. So the process was a lot faster for me. I was on at 3, like at 3. I refreshed the page at 3. And at first it felt slow, but then honestly, it was just so fast in comparison to NK65, even though it sold out in 2.5 minutes or so, apparently.
Yeah, so you said you got it at 2 minutes. If you look at this picture here,
Yeah.
it says, "Can you at least stay in stock for 5 minutes?"
Yeah, that struck me. Yeah, so it also didn't feel like, it really didn't feel like there were a lot of people buying it. There was some lag, but other than that, it was fine. But what I like what TKC did was that between the between the homepage and the purchase page, there was a queue. So you had to wait in line before you could actually purchase it, which I thought was really nice, because it's kind of like a first come first serve at that point, and not everyone is just trying to cram and fight for the next page.
So the day before the drop, I remember you complaining to me that the bundle got suddenly switched to 30.
Oh my god.
So before they were selling bundles of 50, 70, 90, and 110. And right before the drop, the day before, they switched to 30 and a limit of 4 bundles.
Yeah. The limit is okay.
But you didn't like that, and I didn't really like that either, but it does make them like easier for them to fulfill and pack, I guess.
Yeah, because I understand trying to pack different quantities is just a pain because I work in the retail industry and trying to pack things and like that is just so annoying to do. Especially since like if everyone buys 70, you run out of 70s first, and then now you have to unpack the 30s and then mix them together, right? But I just felt like 30 per pack was just a bad number to use. Because for 60s and 65s, you're buying 20 extra, 20 at least 20 extra switches that you won't use, and it's just an extra. What was I did the math? Another $12, $13 wasted. I'm like, and switches it's pretty expensive, so I just
Yeah.
wasted $13 on like 20 switches that I won't use. Well, luckily for me, I at least use an 1800 layout, so I could use all of it, but there's gonna be like one or two that I'm missing, which I guess is fine. I'll just leave that to like stuff that I don't use very often. But for 60 and 65s, it's so annoying, especially some 60s. They only need like 61.
Yeah,
So
61.
they're
That's
just
the
like
magic number.
missing. Yeah, they're just like either gonna miss one or buy 29 extra switches. Just kind of
Yeah, and
ridiculous.
we talked about this like before, and I thought like maybe 40 was the better number.
Yeah,
And do 3
40
bundles.
or honestly, I think the best way to do it would have been 30 and then 10.
So you could just like add on.
Yeah,
That would have been interesting.
that or just 20, I suppose. Yeah.
But you were able to get them, luckily. I know a lot of other people weren't able to get the first drop, but then some people got it on the second drop, which is good for them. But with like so much people being interested in the hobby now, like it's gonna be hard to get stuff from now on. It's the same in like sneakers, which I was into before too. And can you tell us like why you wanted to get these Kiwi switches? We didn't go over that.
Because they're green, and I really like green, and they match the botanical keycaps, even though you can't see them. You know you're there. And I know you made fun of me for this, but you told me this too when I was complaining about it earlier. And I liked the fact that they're T1, because I remember you told me that switches that I really liked were T1 switches. And I guess everyone says just buy T1s, because especially like those who are complaining about the Kiwi switches right now, all the responses are just like, buy T1s, they're like the same.
Yeah.
I guess that's true, but
like since I did have the T1s and I like looked at all the reviews of the Kiwi switches and we thought they were pretty similar, except Kiwis were maybe a little bit deeper.
Yes. And I like deeper sounds.
Yeah, but at $1 per pack difference, like I thought, why not just get the T1s? It's like same switch.
It's the color and it's the brand. Well, not the brand, but like the limited edition of it. Like it'll come back, but it's not always in stock, you know?
I still say get the T1s.
Okay, well, I just wanted to splurge a little bit, and it's green.
Yeah,
Okay.
green is your favorite color for those viewers.
Yep.
Okay, enough about the Kiwis. We're going to go over the current group buys. I'm going to switch with the keycaps first.
It's a very soft blue. It's like easy on the eyes. It is
Which
comfy.
one?
GMK Shoko.
Yeah. It's a
very
nice color.
Comfy. Yes.
When I was like getting into the hobby, like I'm looking up like GMK keycaps and stuff. Like this was one of the sets that caught my eye, but obviously it was like sold out.
Obviously.
$135 base price, and it's at Kono for US vendors and ends September 16th.
I think I could use this set for a lot of different color keyboards, but
The next set I wanted to look at was SA Skyrider, since you like green.
oh yeah, I remember this one.
This is like your favorite colors,
No,
basically.
it's too much green though.
Too much green.
It looks like barf. You know, like animated barf, which is just green. I like the green separately, and I like the fact that it's green, but it's too much green.
I see.
Did I say that I liked it before?
No, I think this is the first time I'm looking at this set.
At first, I remember looking at it on Geekhack, and at first I was like, "Oh, this is a really good set." And then the more and more I look at it, it's just too much green, way too much green.
Reminds me of Veggie Tales.
Reminds me of veggie chips, the green veggie chip.
Asparagus dudes. The next set I want to look at is GMK Bento Round 2.
Ah, yes. This
Round 1 with this was super popular and is coming back at $125.
I like it with white alphas. The traditional includes the white, but there's the revival base kit, which is just
the blue
alpha.
Oh, okay.
I think what I like is to have basically white alphas, or like some clean color alphas, like white, maybe black, and a different color mods. I think that's usually the style I look for. So like Skyrider didn't have white alphas, and the mods were also green, so it didn't very look distinct.
I saw Bento in person at the meetup in LA, and like looks wise and color wise, this was probably one of my favorite sets. But I like my Korean keycaps too much, being Korean, so couldn't really get this one. The next set, GMK Minimal Round 2.
Are you gonna get this set? I keep talking about it. Are you gonna get the colors? The editions?
The color edition?
The colors, yeah, the color editions.
$30. Shipping time is Q2 2021 until September 2nd. It will remind me at September 1st, and then I'll think about it.
This is what you always do. This is what we always do, where you start talking about a key set, and you keep talking about it, and then the last day, you're like, nah, it's fine. Even though you've been talking about it every day since the creation, since IC, and then group buy, and then you just don't.
So if you haven't seen my recent video of my EPT black on white, go check that out. It was pretty much got it because I saw this set and I wanted a quicker than Q2 2021. So go check that out. We'll move on to the next keycap. So the next one is GMK Dolch Round 5.
I like Moto more.
Lauren Dolch?
Yeah. This one's too dark.
Yeah, but this one's like the original.
Oh, Moto looks more modern, so therefore looks better.
And you know I'm a big fan of Hunger keycaps, so this one,
yeah,
I gave it a very good thought.
And you just gave it a thought? That's it?
I do agree Moto looks better, but this one just has the Hunger. So if you go on the upcoming section of the keycaps, there's one I do want. Can you guess which one I want?
GMK Yuru.
Uh-huh.
Cause you like brown or beige, so I assume you either like that one.
Is
I
that
could say
even
same.
beige? That looks purple.
Am
It's
I
like
blind?
magenta.
Is it plum? All right, I'm
It's like
blind.
plum color.
All right. So I said posh, bliss.
You gotta scroll down. There's one obvious answer.
What? Wait, what? Mudbeam?
No,
Oh,
Chimkey.
oh, fuck. Dude, I just saw red, white, and blue, and I just saw the American colors. There's no way. Okay,
I was talking about Korean
okay.
keycaps the whole time on the show, and you picked
Dude.
everything but that.
Okay, so it just looks so American. Even though like okay, they share the same colors, like basically red, white, and blue, and then you guys
Yeah.
have black as well. But
But the theme behind this one is actually Korean, so
okay,
it can
yes,
support this one. And it
I
starts
was
October 2020.
I was just looking at the colors.
So I'll probably be getting on this one. This is kind of like Korean bento colorway. Pretty similar.
Oh wait, didn't you like the other Korean set though? I don't remember what it was called. But you're talking about like kimchi novelties or like making
It was
kimchi novelties.
PBT Modern Hangul.
Yes, I thought one more.
Yeah, this one's really nice too, but it's getting pushed back so far.
Mm, yeah.
We'll see. This one does look really nice.
It looks nice. It's just so American. Just the colors are just so American, in my opinion.
The GMK one, right? Not the PBT
Yeah,
one.
yeah, there's GMK one. Okay,
Okay.
but the desk mat though, the Korean barbecue desk mat, is a solid 10 out of 10.
Oh, I forgot how good this PBT set looked.
Right?
Ooh, switching my mind now. Maybe I should just get this one. Upcoming keyboards?
NK65 Milkshake Edition for 190.
Yeah, that one's kind of a crazy steal.
That is a huge steal.
So if
But I probably won't get it.
you guys haven't seen this, comes with pretty much everything you need for a keyboard. Comes with
Pre-built
keycaps,
keyboard.
switches, and everything else you would get from NK65. All at $190. And the regular NK65 aluminum version is $180, right? Around there.
Yes.
So it's only a $10 difference, and you're getting switches and keycaps this time.
It is insane. But it's a long wait.
It is a long way. January to February 2021. So it's like maybe 4 months of waiting.
Not too bad, I
It's not
guess.
too bad. But considering like NK65 is going to be an in-stock item,
Yeah.
if you could wait, I think this is kind of a steal. The silk switches are leather JWK linear, and those are pretty nice. Okay, that's all I have for today, so that's going to be it for this episode. Let us know how it was in the comments below, and if you would like more of the series or not. Depending on how it goes, I might not come back.
You're just gonna quit your channel forever.
Well, not the channel, maybe the series.
I see.
Do you have any thoughts before we end this video?
Please like and subscribe to his channel. It would mean the world to him.
I'm almost at 100 subscribers now, so maybe next episode we'll do
Let's
like
break 100.
we'll do 100 special. Let us know in the comments below if you want me to bring Aura back. Or I can bring someone else.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah, this is fun.
Yeah, this was pretty fun. Hopefully, we can do it again. Okay, everyone, thank you for watching. So long from
See ya.
Stormy Studios. Stay safe and take care.
Bye bye.
Bye.